Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to this tutorial on installing HD scenery in X-Plane 11 using Ortho 4 XP. This is not a tutorial on how to use and install and set up Ortho 4 XP, just HD scenery. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so at this point you should already have your Ortho 4 XP installed, set up, and you should be ready to go. So along with the Ortho, you're going to need XP tools. I'm going to provide the link to what you need in the description below. It's going to bring you to this page. And just here, you're going to select the version that you need for the computer that you're using. I'm on Windows, so I downloaded the one for Windows. I won't do it here because I already have it. You just click on this, it downloads it, and you should extract it to your desktop like I did. Makes it easy. Okay, next you're gonna find a link to this website. So you're gonna go to downloads and you're gonna select the second thing from the drop down, which is the HD Mesh Scenery version 4 for X-Plane 11, and that's gonna bring you to this page. Scroll all the way down until you see the map with the bright yellow tiles. Now you're going to choose the area that you need or that you're trying to download. The yellow tiles are areas that are available. Anything outside the yellow tiles is not available. So for me, I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to do Turks and Caicos. I'm going to do Providenciales. So it's in this tile here. Simply click on it, one click, one left click, and choose your version, your link that you want to use to download. I use the second one. That's going to download a folder, and I'm going to show you what you do with that folder next. Okay, now you want to go to your custom scenery folder in X-Plane. Wherever you have your X-Plane installed, go to X-Plane, go to custom scenery, and you're going to come to this point here. These are all the stuff that I have in mind. Lots of ortho tiles so far. Now in here, you're going to create a new folder. Right click, go to new, and go to folder. Click on that. I already did it, so I won't do it in this tutorial. But you're just going to name that folder, and I'm going to put this in the description as well. The name for the folder is going to be ZZZ as in Zulu, 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 underscore HD, underscore global, underscore scenery 4. That's going to be the name for the folder. Open that folder and create a new folder here as well. You're going to name that folder Earth Nav Data. I'm going to also leave this in the description below. Now, in this folder is where you're going to put the folder that you downloaded from this website. You're going to extract it here. I have a few, but here's the one that it's plus 20 minus 080. So this is where I'm going to find my tiles. These are smaller tiles. If you take notice, let's have a look. One tile here covers the whole Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, parts of Cuba, and a little piece of Haiti. When you go into Ortho 4 XP, the tiles are going to be smaller, which you'll see momentarily. So you're going to go in here, and these are the smaller tiles that you're going to be looking for. How do you know which one you need to use? Okay, let's open up Ortho 4 XP. Here we go. You're going to click on the globe. Once you click on the globe, you find your area that you want to download the tile for, you want to install the tile for. As you can see, this is going to probably have my airport in it. So this is going to be the tile that I need. Over here on the top left gives you the number that you're going to look for in that folder that you just downloaded. Sorry. Okay, and that's plus 21 minus 073. Let's minimize this for now. Go back here. Plus 21 073. Let's confirm. Pull it up. Plus 21 minus 073. All right. So we're going to copy this. And you can minimize that. We won't be using that anymore. Now, this is where you need XP Tools. So you're going to open up XP Tools, and it's going to come up like this. And you're going to paste that same file here. Rename this file. You're not changing the name. All you're doing is adding .7z to the end of it. That's it. Don't change the numbers or letters, just add .7z. Press enter. Enter again. It brings up a zip folder here. Now you're going to take this folder and you're going to extract to a folder with the same name. Here we go. There it is. Okay? So now you can open XGrinder, which opens like this. And you're going to open that folder. There's going to be one file in there. You're going to take that file, drag it into XGrinder. Sometimes it takes longer than what you just saw. But once you see this text pop up and all these other files are added, that means it was done properly. You can now close this. Now there's only one file in here you're going to need, which is the one that ends in text elevation. Everything else you can just delete. You don't need them. C level, you don't need it. Okay. So now you've built what you need to build your HD scenery. Now we go back to Ortho. Gonna go to the Settings tab, which is the wrench and the screwdriver. Click on that. And here where it says customs_dem, you're gonna go here, click on the blue folder. And as you can see, I have some already in a separate folder. But what you want to do is browse to the folder that you have it in, which would be in XP Tools. So here it is, Desktop, XP Tools. There's the folder, and there it is. So you click on it, open, and there you have it. In order for this to work, you have to click Right Tile Config, apply, and then you can exit. Boom. Now, with that being done, we can go back to the globe and we can start to build what we want. Okay? Let's just confirm that that's the area, which it is. We can minimize that. And you want to go to zoom level, which is next to the settings. Now, I use Bing for most everything. So we're going to select BI for Bing here. We're going to select 13 here and hit preview. Now this is where you're going to put in all the detail. Okay? So now this is showing just out in the open water. It's not going to make any changes to it, so we're not going to do anything. So here we have bits and pieces of land. And there's Providenciales. There's our airport. There's more land. So we're going to use, this black line means that's the end of this tile. So we're going to use, for most of the scenery here, it looks good to me. You know, no clouds in the way. Everything looks good. So I'm going to continue to use Bing. If you do this for a different place and it has clouds over areas that you want shown in high quality, go here and, for example, I pick Google and press preview, and it's going to reload it. But this time it's going to reload it with pictures from Google. I don't like how that look. You see what I mean? That don't look too good. And that's what your sim's going to look like if that's what you choose. So let's go back to Bing. Preview. That looks better. Okay? Now, these colored letters are zoom levels, which means they're the level of quality, pretty much. So if you use a higher number, which is 19, it's a higher quality. 15, lower quality. Me personally, I use 16 for the 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 big stuff, just stuff that just needs to look good but not high detail. So we can start from here. So you're gonna press on your keyboard Control and you're gonna hold it and you're gonna right click. So I'm sorry, you're gonna left click and it makes that green tile. So that's where it's gonna build anything that's in this tile. It's gonna build it at SOM level 16. Okay, for me, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I don't want this little piece here to look different from this. So I'm gonna also press Control and left click and add that area there. So that's gonna cover this and these little stuff here. Now the water doesn't change. Explain as something going on where the water doesn't change. So you can't change those tiles, but the land you can. Okay, so here we go. Continue to cover here. Oh, now that I'll leave that alone. So continue to build tiles. Control left click, control left click, and we continue to cover the island. At least continue to cover those that are in this tile. Continue to go up, up, and over. All right, and there we have it. We've covered pretty much all. We can go down here if you want to do these out islands around here. You can check the whole tile. I'm not going to because it's not going to be anything to see. So, are we done? No, we're not. That's SOM level 16. Now, when I'm flying into this airport, I want good quality down when I'm flying down low. So this area I'm going to do at a higher SOM level. So I'm going to select SOM level 18. For me, I like to see the beauty on approach. So SOM level 18, I'll do the same thing. Control, left click, left click. As you can see, they're smaller tiles and they're more detailed as well. So my whole approach into runway 10 is SOM level 18. I'm going to come across the runway and I'm going to continue in case I'm on approach in this area. Also, if you're in your hometown area, you may want to look at your hometown area in higher detail. You at a higher level into these areas or wherever you're installing your tiles. Now with that into these areas or wherever you're installing your tiles. Now with that being done, this here makes a big difference for me too. SOM level 19, as you would have noticed by now, the higher the level, smaller the squares, more detail. So we're going to just do the airport itself at SOM level 19. And that's it. Now, you will need a lot of space on your computer if you're building a lot of tiles. As you can see under here, this is the size of this tile we're about to build, 0.6 gigabytes. That's a lot for some people, but I have the space. Okay, so that's all we're going to do here. So to make this stick, make this work, click apply. All right, you can exit. I'm a little scared, so I minimize it. Then we need to go back to the globe. If this video is moving too fast for you, please make sure that you pause where you need to pause, okay? Now we come back to the globe, and under batch build tiles, we're going to select the first four. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. Once we've selected that, we can minimize that, come back to the main Ortho 4 XP, and click all in one. Here we go. Now it's going to take a while, so just let it work, let it do what it has to do, let it build. Once we're done, it's going to say completed and it'll give you a time. So we'll be back once this is done. Okay, and we're back. It's completed in 1 minute and 23 seconds. Now remember, this is not a tutorial on how to use Ortho 4 XP, but how to build HD sceneries. as you see up on top, just so you can confirm that this is what you are building. Plus 21 in latitude, minus 73 or 073 the longitude. We were using Bing, and if you notice, most of our tiles were at zoom level 16. Most of the area covered was zoom level 16, so that's going to be there. That's not excluding the detailed areas around the airport and on the approach. Those are still there. Those were still built, but your main zoom level was 16 for the majority of it. Okay, so that's done now. So what we're going to do now is go back to the globe. Now remember, you already have it open. So if you click this, it's not going to do anything new. So you just go back to the globe. Okay. All right, and you're going to press Shift, and you're going to left click in the area where you just built the tile. Now you come back on the batch builds, you're going to select extract overlays and unselect the top 4 that you did before. Now this time you're going to click batch build. Boom. And that's going to extract the overlays. And it's done. Completed in 2.66 seconds. Bam. Now, the scenery, the HD scenery was built and it was sent to our custom scenery folder already, which would be here. So we're looking for, I forgot already. We're looking for plus 21 minus 073. So plus 21 minus 073, here it is. And it's already built. Now in order to find the overlays, you're going to go to your, back to the folder where you have the AutoXP, and you're going to go to the main part of the folder, to the beginning of the folder. As you can see here, this is where they extracted the overlays. So again, we're going to rename. We're not changing the name, we're just adding to it. For me, I'm going to add underscore, and I'm going to put Provo, P-R-O-V-O. So that's for me. So if I want to change it or do something to it or just get rid of it, I know which overlay belongs to Provo. Okay, so we're going to cut from here. You can move that, and we're going to paste here in our custom scenery, and there it is. Now you're pretty much done. If you're familiar with these scenery packs INI, then you know this has to go in its proper place. It has a Y, so it should go up to where the Y's are. Alright, so that's how it should end up. Now what I've learned to do, if we can, like for example, we just come out of there, go back in there, and if you notice, go to the bottom, it's gone. So it's refreshed and it went back, or you could have just refreshed it, but you know, however you choose to do it. So it went here in its proper place. For me, I use Xorganizer. So you need everything in your scenery box INI to match with the placing of everything in your custom scenery folder. If I open Xorganizer and I run my sim through Xorganizer, Xorganizer is going to change this and rearrange it in the order that it's supposed to be in. If you don't have Xorganizer, delete the scenery packs INI, then run your sim. Once you come to the main page of your simulator, close it, then restart your simulator again. That creates a new scenery pack INI, which is gonna now have everything in the order it's supposed to be in. Some people will tell you don't delete. Well, that's the simplest way I've found. Alright, so delete the scenery packs INI, open your sim. When it comes to the front page where you have your settings and what's not, close it. Close your sim, restart it, and it rebuilds this scenery box INI, and you're good to go. And go in your sim and check it out. All right. So stand by. We'll go in and see what we just built. So yeah, those are the results of our HD scenery installation. Yes, sir. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out some of my old videos. So when you see my new videos with a lot of these HD sceneries in it, you can see where I came from. But that's it. That's all we have for you.